Gamers, welcome. Battlefield 2042 is now upon us, and well, long story short, I do not recommend this game at all. Let's dive into it. Battlefield 2042 is here. We were all hyped and happy for it, but then DICE EA has failed us yet again. What is the reason for that? Well, let's just start out with the basics. Going around with the customization in this game is wonky, clunky, and weird. First, you have to go in, you have to select your gun. Then you have to go in, right click, and then go through and select each attachment that you want to add to the equipment. You can't make a predestined loadout, or I can't at least, because for some reason it is bugged. So it's super wonky and weird, and it's not really user-friendly. I think they should just scrap this whole system and just have it to where you can make a custom class so that right when you go into the battle, you can change it at a whim if you so choose to. But yes, the class system it's really weird. Specialists, I really don't mind specialists too much. Actually, I think specialists is fun. There's some annoying things, but then again, it's a Battlefield game. That's the least of my worries when it comes to Battlefield 2042. I know a lot of you guys are wondering the performance. Now, personally, I will say that I'm not having too bad or too much of an issue when it comes to performance, because if you think about it, and realistically, these maps are huge. There's so much going on. There's so many weather effects. There's so many players. There's so many tanks. There's so many vehicles going around. And I personally play at 1440p, and I was pretty happy getting above 120 FPS. I'm not going to lie. I mean, sure, could it be better? Yes, but here's where the problem comes in. If you're playing this on PC and you do not have the top of the top hardware, myself right now, I have a really good PC. I have a 5900X. I have CL16 or CL14 actually RAM VDI. I have a 3070 and a 5900X. I don't know if I said that earlier, but my rig is pretty solid. It's really good. All the parts work, and it's a struggle to get a lot of good frames in this game. Then again, I'm playing on 1440p, and I tried it at 1080p, and my frames only went up about 10 in this game. So you know that there's something wrong with this game. I never dip below 100 FPS, which a lot of people are going to say, well, Newt, that's good. But then again, I know a lot of people are going to have problems getting their hands on this hardware because the pandemic, or maybe money's an issue. I don't know what your situation is, but I know a lot of people are still running 2060s, 3070, or 3700X when it comes to a Ryzen or Intel i5. You know what I mean? You have old hardware, and this game is very CPU intensive. So if you do not have a good CPU, even if you have a 3090 and you pair that with the Ryzen 3700X or 5600X, you're not going to be getting that many frames. You're going to probably be getting less than what I'm getting. So CPU, if you guys are wanting to play this game, and I know graphics cards are really hard to get right now, but please before you go out and get a really expensive graphic card, upgrade your CPU first. Okay, your CPU is really important, and you are going to need it when playing these newer games. Upgrade to the new Intels or the new Ryzens, one of the two, and you'll be set there, and you'll find your frames boosted up a lot. Now, server instability, there's also like a big issue with server instability. I know you can't see it in this gameplay, but it's really, I don't know, it's weird. It like stutters, and it's not my PC, it's the server. And I know it's a Battlefield launch, so I'm not expecting too much from that, but the server instability, it kind of gets annoying at times. But let's get right into the gunplay. The gunplay would be absolutely amazing. It would be fun if they didn't add bloom. For some stupid reason, they decided to add bloom onto all of the guns, and it's really dumb. It's an old Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 type mechanic, and in today's shooters, it's just not practical. What we want is just add recoil. I want to shoot straight. I want to know that if I'm shooting somewhere that my bullets are going to go where I'm aiming at. And if you add the recoil, give it to us so we can control recoil. That makes a skill gap there. But for some stupid reason, they added bloom in with this game, and it is very stupid. The biggest maps in the Battlefield history, and you add bloom. I just don't understand the thought process behind that. It's really dumb, and it's really annoying. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, tap fire, guys, tap fire, you still get bloom. It's like really bad in this game. It's really, really bad. So I know vehicles, I know a lot of people love the vehicles, man. I love the vehicles too, but there's just so many of them, and it's really chaotic at times. But vehicles, they're fun. I think that, you know, for the most part, they're almost balanced, but it's not balanced to the point to where like you could take out a tank. And I know why they did that. It's because that you're going to have so many people shooting rocket launchers at a tank. You just don't want the tank to get obliterated. But then again, there's like 4 or 5 tanks on the map, you know, at any given time. There's helicopters in the air. There's a whole bunch going on in this game, and it's just could be overwhelming for someone that's like new to FPS, or you're just going to find yourself running around, dying to a tank, dying to a helicopter, and it's going to be frustrating for new players, and it's really a turnoff. But for people like me who just know how to maneuver the map, it's just fun. I have fun with that part. But then again, like I said, I wouldn't recommend this game because the performance is just going to be really bad for you. I'd be surprised if a lot of people, most people, get above 80 FPS all on low. Like it might be a problem. So definitely they need to do an optimization pass for this game. I know a lot of people are saying that the game is like in beta because it still hasn't technically released yet. So maybe they're going to fix it when the game actually releases for everybody. Do a huge pad. I know I'm getting my hopes up, but still, it's just a really good game. The core fundamentals are there. It's the fun factor. A lot of people are going to ask me, Newt, what do you prefer over, is it Battlefield 2042 or is it Vanguard? And I will say this, the games are 2 totally different games. I enjoy both of them personally. I'm going to say this, I enjoy Vanguard for a fast-paced shooter. You're going to have to deal with aim assist. You're going to have to deal with a lot of controller players because it is a controller game. But for Battlefield 2042, I feel like it just comes down to me and my aiming. But then again, I have to deal with bloom, and it's just annoying. But there's going to be a lot of like moments where you're just like snapping on the people, and it's super fun. So technically, it's both. But I will not recommend paying the full $110 for this game. If you're on PC, especially, do not pay for this game at all. What you're going to want to do is you're going to get EA Pro, okay? EA Pro will cost you $15 a month, and that way you're going to be getting a library of games from EA. Think of it as like the Game Pass for Xbox. And for that, you could download this game and play it right now, here today, early access. You get the gold edition and all of its glory, and you just pay $15 a month for it. So there's that, and I don't know if they have like a discount if you are like a first-time user. I know that some people are saying that they pay $1 just to play the game early, so I would highly suggest that don't play full price for this game. It's not worth it in my opinion. Now the sound design, I know we're kind of jumping all over the place here, but the sound design in this game is horrible. It is really, really bad. For some reason, to fix this, I would say lower teammate footsteps, okay, and make the enemy footsteps, you know, the same as it is right now. But teammates footsteps, enemy footsteps, they all get interchanged. You can't tell whether they're a friendly or enemy. I have to look at my map most of the time just to make sure. And like the directional sound, it's really hard to tell where the directional sound is coming from. And guys, even though you would say, oh, get a good headset, you know, I have a Sennheiser Studio headset and I have a Go XLR. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm getting the best sound quality you can get in a game, and I'm still having a lot of trouble finding out where people are coming from, and it is just really, really annoying. So it's really bad. It's like Warzone when it first launched, bad hearing where people are coming from. But I know that that's something that they're going to figure out towards the end. But then again, like I said, it's really bad right now, so that's why I wouldn't recommend, you know, buying the game. Another thing, the maps are absolutely huge, man. Like, the maps are ginormous, and I play Conquest right now. I play Conquest and I enjoy it. Now here's the thing, I would say the maps will be a problem, but the way they have it, they've broken it up into sections. So pretty much all I do is I go to where teams are fighting the most, and you can call in a vehicle to spawn right on you and drive there and play and be right in the action. So having the maps as big as they are, it's not really an issue for me, but then it comes down to a performance issue. Another issue with this game is when you're playing certain classes, like I like to play the medic class, and I like to go around and reviving people and getting into the gunfight. It's really, there's a bug right now where you can't revive your teammates, and I'm a medic. Like, that is the core fundamental of Battlefield, being able to revive your teammates so they can get back into the action and help you out in the fight. Well, there's been so many instances where I just can't revive a teammate, and for some reason, I don't even know the reason. I can't revive them. Another thing is sometimes when you're shooting at tanks, your rocket goes literally right between them. Like, you don't get any hit markers or anything. So there's just a lot of little like bugginess like in the game. A lot of small bugs that make a big issue when it comes to Battlefield 2042. And like I said, I would not recommend paying full price for this game. I would recommend EA Pro. And if you're on Xbox, you can get it on Xbox or the Game Pass. I think it's included. And then on PlayStation, I believe you can get it too. So guys, do not buy this game. Okay, do not buy. I beg you, do not pay $100 and something for this. At most, it's a free game, like a free-to-play game. That's how I feel this is right now. But paying like $110 to play it early, do not do it. Save yourself the headache. It is not worth it whatsoever. So that's my thoughts on Battlefield 2042. I like the maps. I like being able to maneuver around and do where I go to where I can go, do whatever I want, fly helicopters, fly planes. It is a Battlefield after all, and I'm a huge Battlefield fan. But as of right now, there are some things that DICE has to do to tidy up this game to make it really, really fun. And I forgot to mention, there's only like 4 assault rifles. There's not that much customization in this game. There really isn't, and there needs to be a lot of customization. There needs to be a lot of variety in the game. Right now, we only have, what, 2 DMRs and 4 assault rifles, 3 LMGs. Like, come on, we need some more, like 4 SMGs, 3 pistols. There needs to be more weapon choice in this game. Otherwise, it's going to get stale very, very fast. And I know that they delayed the season 1 content, but you guys got to do something. Add more weapons, add more customization, add more barrels and attachments that do different things. Because right now, it's just really lackluster, and it's really... Like right now, I would say that this game is like the beta. Like, there really hasn't changed. Nothing has really changed from the beta. Okay, when it comes to FPS and performance, what you got in the beta is what you're going to get on this game, or as of right now, releasing this video. It's really frustrating, but then again, I am having fun, and that's just the wow factor of it, and that comes down to personal preference. I would not recommend this game, like I said, paying full price for it, but this game is fun. It is a ton of fun. You can do what you want. I have more fun in this game than I do in Vanguard, and that says something for me being a Call of Duty guy. But then again, like I said, I have really good hardware. I know everybody doesn't have good hardware. I know everybody doesn't have the top of the line stuff. So therefore, they're not going to have the same experience as me, and it's going to be really laggy and really buggy for them. So then again, take that into consideration. Like I said, I would highly suggest EA Pro. Do not pay full price for this game. I would not recommend it. As always, guys, that is my thoughts on the Battlefield 2042. Always remember to stay blessed and stay humble, and I will catch you in another video. Subscribe if you guys are new. Road to 50K has officially begun. Thank you guys so much for the 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Also, leave a like if you like the video, dislike if you dislike the video. Let me know. Wait, YouTube's taking away dislikes, so I guess just leave a like on the video. You know what I mean? Always remember to stay blessed and stay humble, guys. I'll catch you in another video. Peace.